I actually wanted to do something a little different today. So yeah, I was shopping yesterday and I was getting those like frozen meals or whatever. I was thinking of like doing like a little cinematic where it's cinematic on microwaving a meal. I was gonna test out one of the frozen meals that I had yesterday and just like do like a mukbang while I talk about stuff. But instead I got invited to go out to some brunch with a couple of coworkers. But today's video is pretty much gonna be a recap of how the first week of Project 50 has been going, and just to kind of talk to you guys about like just everything that's happened, and then, you know, talk about like the next week and all that kind of stuff. I'll be doing this every Sunday. So now let's talk about Project 50 first. I do actually have a couple of notes that I wanted to talk about. How I'm feeling, pros about the Project 50 and cons about it. With Project 50, the content alone, it's not something that I haven't done before, because obviously I did it with Project PH where I uploaded every day. But with this one, it definitely felt very different, because I've never really felt comfortable to like vlog here. I don't know why, but like I just feel more comfortable vlogging in the Philippines. And honestly, that's why you guys see me just vlogging mostly in the car and just talking to you guys, because I'm not like the most comfortable with like going out there and, you know, like, unless I'm with a friend, but I'm not like the most comfortable with going out there and, you know, vlogging in public and stuff like that. I'm trying to get out of that mindset. I want to like actually start like vlogging out in public sometimes, not too much because it's I think it's unnecessary, but a little bit here and there and everything. You know, with the Project PH, it was mostly just me just hanging out at the Philippines, no responsibilities, just pretty much just hanging out, vlogging my experience. But this one, I'm pretty much taking you guys through my day, letting you guys get to know me on a personal level, and that's what I feel is very different about this series. And honestly, it's cool. One thing I also wanted to touch on is how fun this routine has been. I like structuring my day just so I don't like drift off and do something that's like not productive at all. So me being able to write down in the notes like what I want to do for the next day, like I try to schedule it like the best that I can and everything. Obviously sometimes it doesn't like go at the right time that I want it to, but it gets me a direction. It gets me to tunnel vision into what my day is going to be, and it kind of gives me a purpose. I'll get to that later, but overall I'm having a lot of fun with this, because I mentioned in the first episode, watching short videos or like TikToks or Reels or anything like that, like I find myself scrolling a long time and everything, and it just, when I snap out of it and like, what am I doing? Like, why am I just scrolling? It doesn't feel good, and honestly depresses me sometimes, because it's like I did nothing productive. There was no purpose in scrolling all day and everything, so it was kind of sad. But now with Project 50, it's giving me a guide, and it's honestly been really fun. Okay, now let's talk about the pros and cons. First off, let's talk about the cons. There's only two cons that I really came up with, because honestly overall this Project 50 has been a positive experience. But one is that I'm tired, flat out. Like I'm just tired. A lot of the days this week have just been me like doing my routine throughout the day, and then like until like 1:30 almost is like when I'm done with like the editing and all that, uploading and all that kind of stuff. By the time I sleep, it'll probably be like 2. So like from 2 to like 7 or 2 to like 8 is not enough sleep. And one of my goals is I'm gonna try to like take a nap in between, like, if I can, which is what I'm doing right after I record this. I'm gonna take a nap after this and just, you know, get my head better. With the schedule, with the busy schedule, with the fitness, with work, with everything, with the editing, with the uploading, all that stuff, like filming, trying to get ideas, it's been tiring. Like I do really want to complete this, so I'm not gonna, it is what it is. The second one is no time for fun, I guess. Fun as in gaming and stuff with the boys and everything. And it's not like my friends are, you know, all day, every day gaming and everything. So, like, they have their own lives. They have work and, you know, whatever that they gotta do. Honestly, after I edited a video last night, I gamed up with the boys and everything. I was gonna say I gamed up on Friday night, but I actually didn't. So, yeah, I had some time to game up a little bit last night. And, you know, it felt refreshing, felt fun. And actually, also, you guys saw in yesterday's video, I did have time to sing with my mom. And that's my fun for me, you know? It was really nice being able to do that, because I pretty much kind of had like a free day yesterday, so it was a W experience overall. There's 4 bullet points that I want to get into. Going back to what I said earlier, the first bullet point that I want to talk about is giving me a purpose. Project 50 has been, so far at least, it's been such a positive thing, and like it guides me to think like, hey, this is the purpose. This is my purpose this year. This is what I want to do. And it's been great, because it gives me a direction to, you know, just not stray off to other unproductive things. With that, I think I'm slowly finding my purpose, and it's been great. Another pro is that it helps me just stay busy. Now, with either anxiety or depression, one of the tips that people say is stay busy. And with this whole thing going on, with training, work, editing, you know, reading and all that kind of stuff, it's kept me busy. And it really does help with anxiety, because it's like, it gets me to like focus on this first, you know, because if you're focused on something, you really won't have time to think about like the other stuff. And yeah, it's been really nice to be able to distract myself, and yeah, overall it's been helping with anxiousness and my anxiety. So it's been great. Man, have I ever told you guys how great this whole series has been? Number 3, it's almost kind of sad, but these videos have like kind of made me feel like I have a friend that I can talk to, because as I mentioned before with the Project PH, I really wasn't too focused on like for you guys to get to know me on a personal level. It was more to just like, you know, craft these little movies that I wanted to make and make it the best that it can possibly be. It was more focused on, you know, the B-rolls, the what I'm trying to do that day, you know, like the fun stuff. But with this series, it's been helping me actually get a deeper connection with you guys. At the same time, it's also like this camera itself has just been kind of like a friend to me. I don't know if you guys know this, I don't have that many friends, right? Like, I have a few, but like, I only have a couple that I genuinely talk to. And also, editing these Project 50 videos have also just kind of like helped me see myself on the outside, if you get what I mean. Like, the Aldwen that's recording the videos is like the patient, and I guess me is kind of like the therapist, I guess. And, you know, it helps me kind of like review my days, and overall it helps a lot. This camera has just been like almost like a therapy, to be honest. Like, every time I do card talks, I'm able to let everything out that's in my head, and it's really helping. Obviously, with life and stuff, you won't have your friend to talk to all the time, but with the camera, I feel like I can just let all my thoughts out. And, you know, I might not include everything that I've said, but I've included like a good amount. Like, I'd say 90% of everything that I've said. I've cut off a little bit of the stuff that I said because, you know, I just feel like it's not the right place for it. But like, for the most part, like 90%, like I said, I've said everything that's been going through my head. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's helped me just kind of release, and as I mentioned, it's almost a form of therapy, being able to just talk to you guys and, you know, letting you guys know who I am and, you know, what I do. And with that, I think it's such a, I don't know, it's such a cool thing. Yeah. And finally, with the pros, going along with the friend thing, this camera has been my someone that can hold me accountable. Because with the pressure of being able to upload every day, it's helped me like actually stay on track. What I figured out is how I work. If I'm trying to stick to something, it helps to know that someone's there doing it with me. And to be honest with you guys, you guys have been that someone, you know? You guys have been that friend, I guess. And it's helped me stay on track a lot. Yeah, overall, it's just been a positive experience. And I can't wait to do the rest of the days that I have to do for this project. I'm already a week into it. It's gone pretty fast, I'm not gonna lie to you. And as I mentioned before, it's like I actually think that I'm probably gonna continue just vlogging after Project 50. Because it helps me release. It helps me have you guys to keep me accountable. It helps me kind of like release all the thoughts that I have in my head. Because what I learned is like, don't bottle your thoughts, man. Like, if you have someone to talk to, just tell them everything. It really does help. Like, it really helps like telling people. And, you know, I'm showing it to whomever watches the videos. So, you know, I'm being very vulnerable with you guys. And overall, I think it's just been a positive thing. I don't think I've ever cried on camera, but I'm not. Today's not the day. I'm not gonna be emotional on camera. But moving forward with the next week, my aim is to just try to stay on the schedule that I have written down. I write down certain times for the things that I want to do, and most of the times I do like stick to that time. But like, there's some times where I don't, and I kind of readjust my days and everything, which is fine. But, you know, my aim is to just stay on track, like completely. A prime example is this. I was actually supposed to go to the gym like an hour ago, but I decided to go with my coworkers to have some lunch with them. So, you know, it's been great. Keep pushing is what I'm trying to do. Just keep pushing forward. Try to be, you know, work on the anxiety, work on my confidence, and just work on everything that I have to do. With that, I don't really have anything else to say other than, like, I thank you guys so much for watching. For all of you guys that are liking, you know, watching the videos, whatever. Like, thank you. I love you guys so much. You guys have been a form of therapy for me. Overall, yeah. Let's end this on a positive note, guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you guys did, smash that like button. If you guys didn't, smash that like button too. Overall, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, which is tomorrow. I forgot. See you guys.